So Doctor Strange said it was only one way that they could win out of 14 million different realities.
14,605,000.
I don't really believe that shit. So I said, why not make a video about it? So here we go. So at the time when Doctor Strange and Thanos finally meet each other, Thanos has every stone except the space and mind stone. Meaning bro is fucking strong as shit. However, the Avengers do have Doctor Strange. And obviously he can make portals, control time, he can do a bunch of different spells, and he kind of chose to not use any of that. So when we look at the scene where Strange opens a portal and Mantis comes down to put Thanos to sleep, why not open a portal around Thanos' arm and just close it? That way you can chop his arm and the gauntlet off and problem solved. And of course, I know the movie would be over if they did that. But at the same time, I mean, at least the universe would be saved. I mean, if we are speaking in hypotheticals and this was the real world, I think that would have been like the very first and only option. So for scenario number 2, I always wanted to know why Strange didn't use any of his magic spells against him. Alright, I am being a little harsh, because he did turn a black hole into a bunch of butterflies, which was cool as shit. But why not actually put Thanos under some kind of a spell? Especially since you have a spell that makes people lose their memory. I think if you had that in your gauntlet at this point in time, then that definitely should have been one of the spells that you tried to lean on. Scenario number 3 is kind of my favorite one because even though he used the stone to see the future, he didn't really use the stone in the present. And I think that's what my biggest problem with him in this movie is. Doctor Strange has the time stone, and if he has the ability to pause Thanos in time, reverse Thanos in time, or anything of that nature, which actually he does because he did it to an apple in his own movie, then why not do any of that? Like you put Dormammu in a time loop, why not time loop Thanos ass? Why not turn him into a baby? Why not turn him into an old wrinkled bag of dust? I mean, any of that would work. I actually had people on TikTok debating me on this, saying that Doctor Strange didn't have it in him morally to make such decisions. Even though he's killed in his own movie before, even though he's trapped other people in time loops, even though he promised he'd rather let Iron Man and Spider-Man die if it was to choose between them and the stone. So I gotta call bullshit. I mean, either way, I understand that the Russos is just doing their best to make a good scene, and it was actually a really good scene. I honestly do feel like this was one of the best movies in the MCU. It did live up to the hype. However, even though I love it, it don't mean that I can't call out when I feel like they did something wrong. Other than that, that's all I got for today, man. Holla at your boy. Follow me on here and TikTok and everything else. Peace.